VAR is nice, too.
Okay.
And it's been such a breath of fresh air to football. And I'm coming somewhere with this.
Okay.
VAR is nice, and I think it's been great technology used in football. Mdala sibona ku abo hockey, abo what ku rugby, ku cricket, ku tennis for a long time.
Okay.
It's nice to have it, but my whole thing is still, how do you have VAR in a system, in a country, in a league where you don't have professional referees? I'm a referee, I say part time.
Yeah.
I say there's a weekend wins derby. The teaser weekend you shy derby. You know, if it was a full-time job, I think we'd have better quality refereeing. But it then reminds me, I think of the one that everybody talks about the most.
Yeah.
Chiefs versus Sundowns, 98, Rothman's Cup.
There we go.
The offside, right?
Yeah, offside kafaya.
Kafaya. Fire. I wonder, in your day, when you played, is there a decision that was so big that you're like, hey. Do you remember any decisions that you looked at?
No, hey? You remember we spoke about it before in our podcast.
What was that like your game?
Yeah, I've been called. Fire.
Chandemani.
And then I pay. And you know, I think a month ago, if not two, we were invited by John Tlale at Bethlehem. So he hosted, not Bethlehem, Virginia.
Okay.
Began a soccer tournament.
Yeah.
So as legends, we support an initiative like that.
Yeah.
You know, so Nhlezina, you know, Fetumba.
Roger
Fetumba, yes. And so fire yathanda ukuqala umlilo. And angithi manje nase squatting. So we're very close, and until today, you know, nomlilo. So ore amara toki kemele ntwana le rekhawathile ke rai ala khawatha ke cheese le khawatile ke lights
ke Chandemani
rona ba re kaile tru. But you know, and it's so good. I mean, I know then it was bad. It looked so bad. No more I Google no uzoyithola. Yeah, no. Yeah, uyayibona lapha nokuthi hey. But then Andile ngifuna ukwazi mina. Mawuthi VAR, ne? So VAR mele isetshenziswe kulama what 32 teams. I mean games, sorry.
Yeah.
32 games.
I mean, how are you going to choose where you don't use it? I think it's going to be all the televised games.
Only?
I think so, Doggy.
But then I ain't justice, Mustan, because what if laying a television?
Because if that's the case,
a problem lapana. And I guess what might have transpired or whatever. Ngoba kusho ukuthi VAR mayiza mele cover 32 games. Askafaka ama cups. And then
because remember, Doggy, it needs the camera, so it has to be televised. Because
it has to be televised.
It needs to be the whole camera system that then the VAR plugs into. So if the game is not televised, or
you can't have a VAR.
Yeah, if it's a 2-camera placed job, because it's not a game that's sanctioned for television, because every game is on camera.
Yeah.
But it's not a full camera studio setup. Field and stadium setup for everyone.
Yeah.
You know, whereas some games will be 4-camera games, some games will be 6, 10, 18, 32. You know, depending, whatever, 60, 100, however many cameras, depending on the game. So, you know, all of those things are yet to be made, those decisions. But, you know, Safa's not talking. You know, they're not saying much, but they went now on that fact-finding mission. So when they come back now, we'll learn about VAR. We'll see how far they are, what the system looks like.
So mawuthi abo referee mele bafundiswe nge-VAR. Izothatha lo. Wonke umuntu u-referee nje.
Yeah, everybody.
Are we talking also Motsepe Foundation or just PSL?
I think you teach all the referees
in
the PSL, because remember the PSL is 2 tiers.
Yeah.
Right, it's the Betway Premiership and it's the MFC, the Motsepe Foundation Championship. Yes. So everybody would need to be taught in the ways, although we're not going to see VAR in the Motsepe Foundation Championship, except maybe in the playoffs. Yeah. So then
that's what I was thinking, yeah.
Then everybody and everything would need to be a part of it.
So it takes how long?
So Victor Hlongwane said that this break of AFCON now would be a great time to teach them. And the World Cup break would be another great time, because then you're talking about 2.5 months of availability of teaching. So which would then mean, by next season, you'd have referees that are eligible.
So a game says if you get VAR. So what referee VAR?
Oh, it's
Tabanga thina ngey'nkathi zethu andile.
Don't uyathanda ukukhuluma ucabanga ngey'nkathi zethu ufake nami. I was a school dog.
Ngisho
I was a child. Awufaki. When we 1.1 came in, I'm 1.6.
Hey, andile.
No,
uthole awutisha isicathulo bahlanganise into bari mara onagana ke red or ke yellow.
Unamanga Tony.
Lalela. Every year consultant, then linesman.
Exercise linesman.
Not assistant.
Yeah.
Sathi linesman. Arure mfana. Hayi lezimethi rabasho. Hayi uskabafu.
All right, that's enough for you. Okay, let's get to Bafana Bafana, because I want to ask you something about Bafana Bafana.
Yeah.
I know you and I had this conversation, but I want a list from you of really great players who are unfortunate. And I'll give you two, the obvious two, right? Really great players who are unfortunate. And by that I mean players that were really, really good, but just never got to play for the national team, either at all or just never got enough caps.
Yeah.
I'll give you one, for instance. Hlompho Kekana.
Yeah.
Hlompho Kekana is the most accoladed captain in the history of the game.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, you look at the goals he scored, you look at his captaincy, his leadership, you look at him as a player from that box to box. He was a good player.
Yeah.
But Hlompho didn't play much in Bafana Bafana.
No, definitely.
I don't think Hlompho's got more than 10 caps.
No, I don't think so either.
We have had to have a fact checker because I can't have my phone. So somebody please, Mo, how many caps did Hlompho have? So Hlompho Kekana is one such player, right?
Yeah.
And they'll tell us how many caps. I think he deserved a lot more, but maybe he played in an era where there was 1 or 2 or 3 that were better than him, or the system didn't suit him. The other one, and I'm going to go back a little bit into your era here.
Yeah.
Two players perhaps. One, do you have it? 27. Is it 27? It's not bad. It's not as bad as I thought.
No, it's not bad. Yeah.
But still, I mean, Hlompho.
Yeah. Bokumele ngabushaye buma 60.
Yeah.
Yeah. 60.
The other one, Thabo Moki.
Yes. T-Man, yeah.
He's going to check. I'll tell you how many caps. Now, Thabo Moki. And maybe a little controversial because this is slam bang in your era.
Yeah.
He was part of the AFCON squad. Growing up, how many for Thabo? 3. Tsiki's got 3 caps.
No ways.
Tsiki's got 3 caps. Very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate, eh?
Because if you think about his era, you've got Doctor, you've got Shoes. What's all that happened to the top?
Yo. And
because that was the bulk of his era.
Yeah.
You know, he came a little bit later.
Yeah.
But
too much.
So we gonna put up. So 3 caps. And he was a great player. He deserved more. The other one, Togi, that I'm going to mention, then I want to know from you. You can give me these 3, then you can tell me more. Zayn Musa.
Yeah, Zayn, you know?
Because Chi was Doggy.
Oh, yo.
Wizard with the ball.
Yeah, Zayn was something.
How many caps does Zayn have?
Hey.
Zayn was part of the
96
the 96 squad.
Yeah.
He played 1 game, didn't he?
Yeah, the Egypt game.
Yeah, he played 1 game.
Yeah.
He's got 5 caps, Doggy, Zayn Musa.
5
caps in his entire career. Zayn Musa. I said, Lodiam, Kaslam.
Yo.
Because I mean, it's just behind the athlete feet.
Yazi ngoba ukhuluma nge-Sundowns athi sihlale khona la. i-Sundowns bephethe ama-player. You know kunomlungu lana ku-Sundowns.
No.
Yeah. Ngalo irabuzina bu-Jersey Queen.
Goalkeeper?
Semi-Trotton.
Oh.
Ay.
Oh.
Semi-Trotton. Ay. No. Clean.
Hey, this squad to say Marasa.
Clean. But Agazangen.
Gee whiz. Does he even have one cap? I don't remember
Semi. You know lento sibona manje i-Sundowns it's not like
he doesn't have a single cap, Semi-Trotton.
Yeah, I know. Semi akana cap. And uyabona Semi bekakushayela midfielder clean.
Iwi unayo.
Aw, the late may soul rest in peace. Ugadza.
Unangaki?
A lot.
So he played a lot.
Yeah.
Iwi Kambuli.
Iwi.
I've seen goals in professional football in South Africa. Iwi Kambule still stands out as the best goal I've ever seen.
Let me refresh. When we lost the first official game,
Cameroon
against Zimbabwe in
Was it Zimbabwe?
4-1.
Oh,
Iwi scored that goal. We tatala game white clips or shine it.
What's this in position again?
Second right back.
Defend.
It defended. Hence, that's why I'm saying it. I born a lento de wuti. Dali corner. We began my entries in the box in the final third. Best overlapping right back, and he initiates build-up attack without losing the ball. Yes, and off the field, Nyakjela, that man was something else. Besihlala siphelile ecampini.
Sirazi.
Kanza. Awuthiyami. Yabona then ngaleza inkathi besinanga ukuthi Chiefs Pirates or what mangiqeda ukudlala eDurban ngifonela abo Jersey Lumokai
Jersey Queen
yeah
Jersey la kudura
yeah bablomeka love mochafunya la Esteros siyayara sonke amajita sohlangana from Pirates passion. And then while I'm talking Pirates kune player futhi ku Pirates 10 Miley said
10. What a player, dude.
What a player.
What a
Hey.
How many caps did Iwi have? Iwi. Samuel Iwi Kambuli. Dance, what a player.
Yeah. And then Segu Swallows. Andres Mpondo.
Chaka.
Hey. Apaya lama player kuzomela mhlawumbe extended isikhathi sala for another 5 days. But what you are saying is that
but then wait, would Calvin Peterson been within that era?
He was in the national team, Calvin.
But not much though.
Not much.
Yeah.
You know
Pindamzad.
Krobler. Les Krobler.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have Pindamzala, Noel Cousins,
yeah. Sure.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
These are players that in any other generation, they get into the Bafana setup.
Yeah. Moya kumazulu, there's one player mina that angaiboni in South Africa. Ebe igijima ngebhola left and right, ilandi defender, ingabuyele move. Mlaba.
Joe Mlaba,
yeah. The late. Yeah. And also skati angakhulumi.
How many? 13 for Iwi.
This
is possibly one of the best of.
Yeah.
Iwi.
Yes.
With that run up, that come, Ushange defending, Ushange crossing. He scored one of the most. Watati Bola Waliti saw over the defender.
Watch I vote.
Defender.
Yeah. Defender. Gaza. What a player. On and off the field.
Yeah, Dan was unfortunate as well.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a list of players that are unfortunate to not have cemented their place in Bafana Bafana. Okay, so that's back.
But it's Bani, you know. You can go deep.
Upashini?
even Bashin Machang, for that matter. Bashin was part of the squad.
Kancane.
We went Masodala the friendly against Botswana, preparing for the Nigeria game. La Sadalitrola, the FNB Stadium. Bashin was part of the squad. Bash was part of the squad.
Did Basil ever play?
Steenkamp. No. Angel. Oh, Pizza kwa Pizza. Steenkamp. Yazi kunomunye ofuthi mangibheka umvala ne arrogant yakhe. Kulethothi bathu shoes.
Shoes.
Uli shoes.
Oh, the shoes. Upenito mos upenet. Upenet the shoes.
Yeah, shoes.
Yeah.
And then
and Bafana nokufana Tony.
Kune out ke yabona lo yanamrena webhola Johnny Black Sunday Masekhe. Ja. Ayikona. Hey, asiyeke lento le because man no. Beyibhola linaqiniso man.
So Dogi, then it brings me
kusho ukuthi Andile as a country siyabheka ukuthi politically is khawatile this thing of not having a freedom. Can you imagine ngeyinkathi abojoma abobra AC abo the late Andile Mpondo Amqameni Maseko teenage ladders if that squad sabo bes compete with the rest of the world.
Who else was in that?
Yeah. Baningi man. Jerry Sadike, you know, baningi. Angeke expect.
Yeah,
and the kuswalo sine yokuhlotmana abantu goal power mahlangu. Hey.
Goal power.
Yes. And asikwazi ukukhuluma ngebhola singaka umseshi esimlindi yo.
Hayi bheka. Hayi uyamyeka. Umkhuthuza umseshi. Hayi no nyakuthi.
Uke wathwala i-defense ngihlezi phambi kwe-chairman uBrakey. Uyayazi maintain 5-5 ye-Chiefs.
5-5. The greatest game ever played, Dogi. Dogi, if 5-5, it missed me. I had to go because I kept hearing about it. This is 15, 20 years ago. I kept hearing about it. I went and got the tape so I could watch it 5-5.
I swallow said the team. Kone recruitment bathi uTornado Ntsibande no Kongo Malebane. And then ike umfana obathule Khanyana.
Kubani?
Father Mphosho.
Oh, Father, yes.
Hayi abunge kubenze fokola Thama. Uyabona kula ngabona khona ngathi no man. In fact mina I probably inspired by those players and beba lapha phambi kwami. La recruitment ngayibheka sonto ayithwala ibench ibackline iChiefs yonke uAC Mnini. Yo. Then we are kubhakabhaka, a young boy from Limpopo, but Chipa Chauki.
I'm wondering where you're going with it, Nyakuzi.
Yeah, but Zero Mahiro, Mukhale. Umchomana gasakulumi ngaye, it's obvious. But le move again, upeti stalwart, the leader, the commander, clean man, neat, ufakis take in skipper, my coach, Brafil.
Yeah.
The
gentleman.
Webster.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if these players were given a chance? Singakawata operation. You know, we must appreciate those who have unlocked those doors. Because we wouldn't probably be in the dark by now as a country. Konama says Kulmabo Afconi, World Cup in. But thank you, leadership.
And this goes to speak about how difficult it is.
Okay, Mara. Before it's difficult, ask I KZN. They call in your Rotman Bafana. As the Rotman Pakistani attack. Professor Nkubani.
Yeah. No, that man, you.
No.
No. Bengakutshela.
Ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi ubani oqale lesitayela sobeka ibhola la between yena noJomo. Uprof uke walibamba around ashaya 90 degrees athi nje athula
nje. I think
yo
maybe this is a controversial take.
I
think Jomane could give you more in he was almost modern in the way that he played because he liked to use speed to go up and take players.
Yeah.
But I think Professor Ngubane was more skillful.
No, blind.
I think he had more skill.
No. He was.
Yeah.
But I mean, Ngababeka in terms of their ability. Like but to Prof.
No. Bonge kulithathe tu.
Lo muntu free kick beka enzela itrabule.
Shakes Khumalo.
Hey, msheke. La muntu. Shakes. Ukawasifakeli enye into kudoleza Jesu. Oh, Nkosi. Yazi udoleza Andile. And mina ukhumbula I was on loan angithi.
So bubuyile from America.
So America bese
Columbus Crew.
At Columbus Crew, the whole MLS. They break up for 3 months.
Yeah.
So below 3 months, then Chiefs loaned me.
Yeah.
From Columbus to play.
I remember, yes.
So mina bengina 3 months ngizela ngithola udoleza. And mangizwa bathi uyo otheno ufuna leya play.
Yeah.
Yabo. Hey. Yabona udoleza.
Paul Doleza.
No, le muntu lo Frenchman ukhuluma direct akayi lena le ukutshela straight. Athi Shakes here. I don't like the way you doing the thing here. You passing the player, looking there. You confusing Pachala.
You know, look, doggy.
I want the Shakes. No, man. I want the Shakes. Go Paul. At the Shakes, when you pass the player, I'm big. Pass the player. I get my Praga mark. May his soul rest ka Pachela. Ma ushekhe ubheka le makathi umakha akakalisha lishayisa amadolo le. Abantu bathi change. Sheke lalela mrena webhola. And then nomunye vese ngakakhulumi naye ngaye actually Paul Ndlanya.
Yeah.
Ayibaningi mara majita man.
Paul was a sniper. Paul
very
hardworking.
Yeah.
You know, it reminds me of Paulin was not the most technical of players.
No, Paulin no.
But Paulin would work hard.
Yeah, I shine it.
Yeah.
Jerry's Kosan.
But Paulin was another one that wasn't
legs of thunder.
He reminds me of a Phil as well. He was a big victim of the Boo Boys. Paulin, Phil at some point, Augustine at some point.
Yeah. Leyo mfethu it's not justified lonto ayikho emthethweni.
Hey play.
Ayikho lonto justified in terms of Ogi. Ogi ama South Africans I think bebaqala ubona ama soccer boots.
Amhlophe. Bayenza into kaza amaboots amhlophe. We'd never seen them, that's true.
But you know, my boots.
He was the first player.
What a player.
Yeah. Mthakathi.
Okay. But Cosmos be better my player.
Yeah.
Thomas the late.
Madikar. Tommy.
Yeah. Eugene Zwane. Mchomana. Eh? No, Mara, Cosmos no produce man.
And Doggy, I say all of this to say, you're going to have a player like Bradley Grobler, who's going to, potentially, possibly, fight with Shalulile for the most amount of goals ever scored in the PSL.
Yeah, Bradley.
And one person's going to sit there one day and say, "Hi, man, this guy, are you saying is top 2? At the moment, top 3 of the highest goal scorers in history of South African top flight Betway Premiership, but it's quite next,
yeah.
You're gonna get players like somebody's gonna look at Umabasa, the last 2 seasons.
Oh.
And look at his goal ratio. and say, and he didn't make the squad.
Yes.
And there's a couple more that you can think of in that regard.
Definitely,
to say, it's sometimes it happens. History has taught us, Doggy Uchi, not all the greatest players make it into the national team. It's sad. I don't know what the reason is. I can't give it to you. You know, it's team cohesion. It's just at the time there were just, you know, bigger, better players maybe. I don't know. But it happens.
No, it happens. And it's so unfortunate, you know, Oguchi, all these players over counter, they weren't given an opportunity. But again, you look at the philosophy of the coaches that we brought into the country. They choose the players that they feel will deliver the philosophy, based on his philosophy. And again, you know, when I'm a player that are very good with PSL, or to squad, they won't perform. Yeah. And it has happened before in our era. There are so many players that were brought in, but they end up not even making the cut to 18, but they go up the equivalent to the stand.
Jeez.
And with the respect of the players, I don't think it's fair for me to be mentioning names. But hey, Motu yampeke club unuthi, hey madoda, lo muntu uyavuta mara, why
is it?
I don't know. But from the look of things, sometimes it depends in terms of, if we look at the pillars that influence performance, that we don't take notice or care or ngayo, which is a social factor.
And you say this often, I just want to explain it, which is social factor is
the social factor.
The cohesion and understanding of me and you. Central pairing is important, for instance.
Exactly.
You know, Debzan and Obas would be important, for instance. You know, the wingers and the wing backs, the wingers and the, you know, there has to be an understanding beyond. Hey, Nali.
Yes.
What we said with Shakes.
Yeah.
You know, Mark Batchelor couldn't understand Shakes.
Definitely.
But had he would know, no mapegale, let me make the run.
The run, yes. Okay. Yeah. So I would like to believe it was a social factor, even though Bengas then. It's very important ukuthi mo hlanganisa squad. Whereas with Labantu Laba, they're coming from different coaching philosophy. So if law we are born with agahlangana nalo, who do you prefer to be a business squad in? And then you go get someone else that you think is closer in terms of the understanding. Go back to the game Zambia lesidlale manje. Kune bowler that was dispossessed by Usaila. He passed it back to Mbogazi. It goes back to Utedza Mkwena. Mkwena widlala ku Ronwen. We had 10 passes from our box up until the box Zambia. There's only one player who didn't touch the ball. Lyle. And I'm like, what? Uyabona nje ukuthi this wouldn't happen if bebang understand that. Ngoba bapasa uTebza, there's a defender ozayo la emva kwakhe. And angikhulumi nge-game or probably a situation assessment. Right on the 18-yard area, Bafana Bafana, our goals. Baqhaqa iZambia, banikeza uRowan.
With two strikers
in front of him that could have went bafaki pressure. Uzibuza ukuthi uTebza confidence engaka uRowan uyibona. Then now the social factor comes in. Anyayazi inja yami le ngiyayiphasa uzoyicontroller. Obviously from a crowded area we go out this.
And akalhufi.
Udlale kukabini. Ukabini wathi a police wa 10 wandlala kuyaya baphuma bathi what? What? Now that's what I'm talking about. The social factor is very important to understand, to know. It's loaded to that factor.
Wow. Let's speak about the Zambia game. And I mean, we've dissected it a little bit and we've spoken about it a little bit. And I think the boys showed up. They played a good game. I was a little disappointed we didn't see Makhalwa play. Let's start there. If you're going to bring him on, Doggy, and you're saying, I've been asked about you, let's finally get a look. You call him up. It's the only game so far, although there's murmurs of the Ghana game, it's the only game for AFCON, which means if I impress here, maybe.
Yeah.
Doesn't even get a run, though.
I know you guys looking at it in that context, but the bigger picture here is the call-up. For him to be there. Because we're not talking AFCON Japan. There's still World Cup. Now you're preparing this boy. Now this is where the social factor comes in. This is a setup in the squad. This is how the players behave. This is how the players play. And the coach will decide, is he now ready or am I ready to introduce him in the game? Because remember, the coach cannot throw him into the deep end. He needs to manage. Is he going to struggle or is he going to enjoy himself? This is what I want to see. Which one do I want to see most? Is for him enjoying his game. But now, the game is Zambia. Zambia, it was not a bad team at all. And we all know with Zambia, always when we play them, they have a good squad.
Yeah.
Now, you're looking at the positions, la ufuna ukumfaka khona. And there are players ahead of him. But I understand Ubabonil. So, let's go back. How do we introduce Mfukeng?
Bloemfontein.
In Bloemfontein. The captain had to say, guys, this game is wrapped. It's
game is won.
Yeah, we won. Kyle went on 15 minutes. He came on. That 15 minutes became a path for Mfukeng. And since that day, he never looked back. Boom, forward. Look, created. Scored goals. Maturity within the game. Now, vis-a-vis the one on Saturday, that, yes, of course, it's the only game. Now we're looking at the coach here that is having only one friendly match. And he wants to have a look mostly in players that are playing on the wings. It was for the first time Moremi plays 90 minutes. Clearly the coach, there's something that he wanted to see. Is this boy going to be part of my team that is going for AFCON? And he played him 90 minutes. And Agazadala 90 minutes, this boy. Came on as a sub. Some of the games, substitute, but unfortunately, isikhathi lesababize ngaso asikho conducive for him ukuthi aba-introduce. Ngoba usafuna ukubheka la bahamba nabo. Or ngithi, maybe ngithi, la acabanga ukuthi uzohamba nabo. Like Moremi at Pirates, he's scoring crucial goals. He's assisting. It is a team player. He's always playing according to his strength. And this is what Hugo liked. But if we had 3 more friendly games, I would like to believe he would have played him.
Because my thinking then automatically went to, it means whatever Hugo saw at training, he wasn't happy with.
Probably. Yes, probably that might be the case. We don't know. Because he hasn't said a word.
Yeah, he hasn't said it.
Probably.
And the other one you mentioned as Mfukeng, I was a little bit worried.
Yeah.
But Pirates have 4 games.
Yeah.
Between now and the AFCON.
The AFCON.
They've got the final with Marumo. They've got Richards Bay. They've got Chipa. They've got Durban City.
Yeah.
So if Mfukeng plays those games, plays at least 190 minutes.
Yeah.
Then.
Simnand.
Yeah.
And they also take into account ukuthi iminyaka isamvumela.
Yeah.
The conditioning. What is conditioning? The physical aspect. That's conditioning. So when we say conditioning a player, it's the physical aspect. How do we get him fitter for performance? Age is on his side, and all those factors that needs to elevate his fitness level, it's not going to be difficult that much. Why do you think Pirates played him when they played in Durban against the Ilondos? Was it Arrows?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they felt with, let's give him game time. Because,
in the knockout, yeah.
Let's give him game time there. Like 20 minutes is more than enough. Just for a player,
And this break would have been good for him again.
Again, the break, it was going to be good for him. Because remember, we're not talking only the physical component here. He in itself, mele to regain the confidence. And if like we show, if they have 4 games to go, and he would 3, even if number bangamniggas 30 minutes or 25, that's good. That's still good.
Because the quality hasn't changed.
Yeah, because we set up the social factor, where he has to understand his teammates, he understand the coach's philosophy. He's been there. He knows.
There's a lot of flack that, and I want to perhaps just read his stats here. Just look it up for us. Lyle Foster,
yeah.
There's a lot of slack that Lyle Foster is getting, right? Via goal contribution.
Yeah.
To say, is he scoring enough for a 9? Especially he's playing in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And I think it's because people are thinking and seeing what Robler's doing here, what Mabasa's doing here.
Yeah.
He's not, even in Burnley, he's not scoring that many goals, to be honest.
Yeah.
And there was just a feeling with man, guys, what is Lyle giving us? But there's things that you are seeing that they might not be seeing.
There's a lot. Contribution, there's a lot. Most team, and then without disrespecting other players. Lyle is playing for EP.
8 goals, 1 assist.
For Bafana?
How many goals?
20.
20 goals.
20 games, 8 goals.
So
20
far.
games, 8 goals.
So Lyle, how many? How many goals?
8 goals.
How many games?
20 games.
So what? Wonka since Abambis.
8.
Agaza Krite or
1 assist.
1 assist.
One
so that's
assist.
9 in 20. So that's almost a contribution every 2 games.
Every 2 games, yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. But again, I think analyze it. He's a point of referral for the players. When we have a point of referral up front, it's easier for the attacking moment, which is part of the 3 moments of play: defense, attack, transition. Okay? So when we attack, it becomes a referral point for us. If you look at the goal we scored, the first goal got Police, ususe a defender in his rightful position in order for Master Chef ashayele a pass.
Oh, what a pass.
And a Police will receive it, but he had Foster stood la bekamekona. Bengeke sithole le goal. So now his experience, uyambona uyeza. What must you do if a player is angaphasi ball? Kushukuthi you are not in the position you receive that pass. Move. So that is why but football is a universal language. Ngegesture nje, ngukubhekile nje. Uyabona ukuthi ngiyenzani ngiphethe ibhola ngizaku. Clearly, if I'm not releasing, that means it's not meant for you. You need to move. So the understanding of the oncoming traffic for Fosler, unbelievable. That ball situation for and against, we need his strength. We need better if we are Polisuda, Moremuda, Mofukenguda. We don't have Abantabat for that. You don't take away anything away from Makopa, from Krobla, from whoever. But Ufrosla has been part of the team, like Hugo. And that social factor means a lot to the squad. Because Maslalu falls, yeah. She very, very, very unbelievable when it comes to the attacking mode. And also, while they're still building up, also at Asuse the defender Makile, because remember, he creates an uncomfortable situation for my defenders because they know who they marking. Ubani lo Makile, and the coaches, Mabapegi team Bafana, probably is the first player to say, you have to have a look at this because udlale EPL uzosilimaza.
Yeah.
So with his presence also,
So presence
would
and reputation.
disorganize the mentality of the opponents because of his stature in terms of where he plays. So those things are very important to understand. Hey, who are we playing? What do they have? And that's the reason why you see our local boys players, they actually enjoy playing with Mahopa, playing with Fosler, and any player, Reyners, because Mopego Fosler is almost as Reyners, almost the same as Mahopa. But Gunala, but Tifa Kona as strikers.
And I bring Foster up because I look at that game in particular, Doggy, and you look at the position, you look at the box entries, you look at all that, and I just wonder, are we able to kill off a game? Do we have it in us to shoot 6-7 and score 6-7? And, in a game like that, I was expecting and I thought, there's going to be so many goals here when you look at how we're playing.
Yeah.
When you look at how all those boys, exactly, the opportunities we're getting, I worry about how clean and cleanly we are and how in attack, we don't kill off games.
No, we don't.
At 3-1,
no, we don't.
It's 3-2, it's 3-3.
Yes. We don't actually influence the game. We don't kill the game. If you have to score 8 or 10, we have to do it. Score those goals. And now this is the moment where Manje, even the coach probably would have said, Makhala, again.
Because you saw Senegal.
Yeah, Senegal is 8. Yes.
Sadio Mane, that's the big player. First half, hat-trick.
Why do you think they went with this kind of a squad to Senegal if you think that friendly game was not important? Mm-hmm. It's because they're preparing for AFCON. And Amachita may understand if babona ukuthi labantu balahlile asingastopi ugaphambili siscore, because the more you're doing that, okay, any confidence, you're sending a message out there ukuthi lalelanda, we're not a country like or 1 or 2, then that's it. No, and also it gives confidence for the next coming game, because you remember what you have done. You are as good as your last game. If you know, and the game is the teacher. Players like Makhalo, they are very good, but unfortunately, Ubabizeng is courtesy is wrong probably. He realized with I have these players. Hey, maybe what I saw at training or whatever reason no, I don't think I'll
goes back to our conversation earlier, isn't it? Unfortunate players.
Yeah.
It's not because you're not good enough.
Yeah, no, it's not.
You look at Geller's last 2 seasons and you're just like, but nonetheless, here we are. Still on AFCON, Nigeria are not going to the Africa Cup of Nations.
Huh?
Which means Victor Osimhen is not, to the World Cup.
To the World Cup?
To the World Cup. Which means Victor Osimhen is not going to play at the World Cup.
Ayobi?
No. Lukman? No. Gabon?
Iyakon?
Not going to the World Cup, right? Which means they captain fantastic.
Yeah.
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Yeah.
Not going to the World Cup.
Yes.
Cameroon, the team with the most World Cup belts under their belt in Africa. Not going to the World Cup.
Play Cameroon.
Every podcast, he makes sure there's this moment when I'm in tears.
Ubani kamalale awuthi Nkosi yami, ubani Mbewu. I help it. Ubani Mbewu, what some what? This no kima man chance man. Mbemu. Oh, Mbemu.
Wenza ngamabomu.
No, serious.
No, uyazi ukuthi ngi-Manchester
Nangi
United.
Manchester.
Ubuthokoza baphethe.
Yazi indaba ngibone i-clip. Ngibone i-clip after the game. Usuke e-center. Ama substitute amajita asebenchini. Athi amshake izandla kashekanga izandla wadlula. Ukwathile. Why dressing room? No, sorry.
So those 3 teams that are going, we've got representing us in the intercontinental playoffs.
Yo.
We've got
So ama playoffs labo wadlala manje lawo.
yeah. So it's 2 semifinals and a final.
Yeah.
And then Nigeria beat Gabon, Congo DR beat Cameroon, went to a final. Nigeria lost out in the final. Penalties, all done. Congo DR is going through to face.
So I thought they celebrating a Congo, DR Congo, by win against Nigeria.
You thought that was like World Cup?
No, but I think playoffs.
Playoffs still, yeah. Playoffs still.
When a country we celebrate, the president is talking to the players after the game in Nigeria.
They've got Dougie, when you look at the countries they've got to play, they've got the best chance, and because they in CAF, they go through to the next round automatically.
Yeah, no, they do, and I think they're seeded.
Yeah, because they're seeded, so they move
direct to the semifinals. So, EDR Ishaye, Cameroon, Nigeria.
Yeah,
my country too are powerful in Africa.
They deserve it, Dougie. You don't beat Nigeria and Cameroon and not go to the World Cup.
No,
they
you can't.
deserve
No. I think football based on maybe singakhulumi mhlambe nabo Haiti laba baphethe ama player wrong. We'll never know. You know,
Haiti qualified.
No, they did. They qualified.
Haiti qualified.
Yeah, Jamaica didn't qualify. Jamaica
it's like here in Africa, Cape Verde.
Yeah, he qualified.
You know what I mean?
Cape Verde, ne? Cape Verde.
Lengaga. Soweto is bigger than Cape Verde.
Yeah.
There's more people in Soweto than in Cape Verde.
Cape Verde more ngathi wakhi mole lapha na uthatha space for izinto eziningi. Kuyafika. Ayathela serious.
A big shout out to all my friends in Cape Verde. I don't know those guys.
No, ngiyacabanga. Angithi mangifuna the island.
Kunzima to ukuyela.
Kuphi? Cape Verde.
After AFCON, I met a couple of friends from CAF and from Cape Verde, and I said, "No, guys, I'm gonna come visit you." Mangithi iroute yokuyela toki ifana ukuhamba uye kuphi. It's about 4-5 flights ukufika la.
Ila Africa ngithi Cape Verde.
Mari island.
4 flights kanjani?
Toki island.
Mara na uthanda ukurisk mara. Yabona ama-sharks abhokile la ama-tsunami what now sokuthola phi mawungawa
lapha toki. Ebenyofuna i-throw-ins lapha.
Oh, now you understand.
Toki beyinyana.
Boyo sign ama-play. Okay. Ufuna i-striker
kwe-midfield.
Oh, baphethe i-striker lapha. Shine it.
Listen. After every World Cup, there's always pictures that trend for a long time.
Yeah.
Brazil is always in those pictures.
Yes.
Who else is always in those pictures? Croatia.
Yeah.
Croatia was on those pictures. The last one, there was
Croatia.
A lady from Croatia that was just...
Yes.
Africa now. We've never had, dog. So Cape Verde. Ukuthi nathi sosobakula ama pictures
so i-trackers ase-Cape Verde zovela fandara
habos represent
blind
nathi dala sabonakali bazobona
but akuyi-Cape Verde nje kuphela elontuze World Cup.
No, many trackers zase-Africa yithi ne-Cape Verde.
So uxolela ukupraise i-trackers zase-Cape Verde
nje ithi ne-Cape Verde
so besizibona la i-TV basibeka so
so bakathi ngonyapele botle ba Africa botle ba
yeah uyi
akusuba umthetho
either
botle ba Africa
Ivory Coast
also I mean Ivory Coast has got great support. They've got absolutely great support. I was there for the AFCON and it was just such unbelievable energy of an entire nation that supports a team. So I look forward to that as well. With that being said,
but again iDR Congo no mina ngicela bangasayivezi ngoba ngiba nama nightmares labantu angazi ibhoko basipendile bayenzani bajive hey babukeka ngathi hey bayenza le stuff sasebusuku
that's support that
hayi I support leya ubona umuntu aphethe shobala bajive bayenza njani mawuthi uyambheka lo muntu uzipende umhlophe ngathi
no I mean this is just the way we do it in Africa.
Hayi but bayathusa laba.
That's the way we do it in Africa.
Usho the coach be right in Nigeria.
Eric,
it has so somebody with the voodoo.
Abakudla complaining ngevoodoo. It's going to be an interesting one. I mean, I look at the European qualifiers as well. Ronaldo qualified in that last game, but I mean,
he got a red card.
He got a red card in the game before.
So he's going to sit what? Two games?
Yeah, but I mean, there's still plenty of games before that.
Oh, is it?
The World Cup is only next year, June, July. So there's still 6, 7 months.
So when in Africa, the only country surprisingly was Cape Verde.
I think the biggest surprise.
So Tina Sngoto Africa, because I'm supposed to be weighing at 5.
Yeah.
So weighing at now.
It's 9. 9. It could be 10 now if Cape Verde make it. There's 10 available, depending on what Cape Verde do.
Yeah. Hey, I want to tell abantu right about understand the situation.
I mean, a big shout out to President Patrice Motsepe.
Definitely.
No, because it is under the leadership of Dr. Patrice Motsepe, the president of CAF, that we're seeing all of this. I mean, the rest of the world, as we look at Tuso, are complaining that Africa doesn't deserve all of these spots.
No, I'm not about to serious.
Yeah. And because
he didn't qualify. Legend in England, they had AFCON, on AFCON.
Yeah, it was Carragher. I think it was Carragher. Yeah.
Karen, what's the AFCON? Agabone, why European teams should release them a player.
Imagine, small tournament.
No, but Oxalayo, we are live.
But Doggy, which gives us even more impetus that this World Cup is important.
Yeah.
We can't, as an entire continent, be celebrating that the best we've ever done is Morocco in the semi-final. Yeah. After this World Cup, we must be speaking different stories. Even if an African team doesn't win it, but come semi-finals, there must be at least 2.
Yeah?
At least, dog, in my semi-final. At least.
At least.
Ghana opened it up for us in 2010. Because remember how far they got?
Senegal, it was last 16.
But Ghana did quarters, right?
No, remember, I don't know, where was it? Senegal.
No, that was a Senegal with Abu
Lontouz.
Was it France?
Was it France? 2002. No, in Japan.
Was it Japan? Korea, Japan?
Yeah, Korea, Japan. About
Ghana, 2010? Quarterfinals.
Yeah.
And then the next lap is Morocco, the last World Cup.
Yeah. Semi.
In Qatar, semi-finals.
Yeah.
So here's this build-up, dog. Now, there's more teams than there's ever been.
Yeah.
Surely, it's not a lot to ask to say 2 teams in the semi-finals. Of 9.
Yeah, well, I guess in terms of progress and continuity, yeah, you're right. It's time for Africa to raise their hand. We soccer in the World Cup because siyabona ngapha kuma politics. Our leaders also are still fighting. European, US, whatever. And Gattuso for him to say that. No wonder why Italy didn't qualify. I'm based on what he's saying about. Magati Africa doesn't deserve the 9 spots. Is it because he lost to Norway at home 4-1 as a coach? Yes. Or is it because I started serious? South Africa is there, whether you like it or not. You're Italy. And
the Italian World Cup journey has not been great.
It has not been great. Since they won it. Unless I apologize. You know, it's hard, man. We can't afford to be treated as Bantu. Yeah, it's time for us to, if Babas get this treatment, yes, I understand the late Matiba said, don't try to expose or have an argument no muntu or kulumagabi. But I know Tinaga, South Africa and our brothers in the continent sizobe silapha World Cup. So Italy again. And
Skis,
abakhona contain uhalad. So that's unfortunate. Bayamangaza ukuthi basithatha phi isibindi esingako sokukhuluma kanje, because at the end of the day, I mean, it's a FIFA thing. Nobody, FIFA yenza imithetho and everything.
We had Messi on the continent last week.
Yes, against Angola.
Against Angola.
Hey, because ngezwa someone at South Africa, Argentina, what? Marang mangeli Argentina says Angola. So,
because what they'd said is Africa, so a lot of people thought South Africa, but no, they'd gone to Angola. Assists and scores.
Yeah.
Yeah, Martinez assists and scores. Messi assists and score.
Bashaya Angola. So Angola prepare for AFCON ngaleso sikhathi. Manje it's true.
But I mean, it's a respectable against the world champions, Doggy. It's a respectable scoreline against the world champions.
No, now I'm Kuluma based on a tournament that's ahead of them, which is AFCON. They won't find a team place like Obumis. That's unfortunate. They won't.
So for preparation's sake.
For preparation's sake, how do you bring a European team? You prepare for AFCON, yet Laba batdala 100% direct European style. Maybe you play Morocco or Senegal or Nigeria, whatever. Yes, you still have.
But South Americans are the closest thing to us.
It's a European African style because these players they play in Africa. I mean in Europe.
Yeah.
So if you bega kulontuza group yenu ukuthi ndlala nabo ba, like South Africa, they've played Zambia. We played Zimbabwe, we played Angola. The least that we could have done probably was to get Algeria because we're playing Egypt. Almost close. Mama usuka wena ulanda inguzuma le. Bese uzodlala na it is too late. Sinagane in South Africa.
His name is Doctor Khumalo, 16V. We're going to get out of here. It's the DNA podcast. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much for subscribing to the podcast on YouTube. Thank you so much for sharing this. It's just two guys sitting and telling stories of the one thing they share in common and that they love. And it is, of course, football. But hold on. I've got a bit of a surprise for you because, Doggy,
Kuphi manje?
Abasibukelayo yi.
No Gattuso uyasibukela.
Ngishona because mangisefonini yami.
Yeah, iPhone yakho. What
efonini yami. Ngibhizi to efonini yami. But hayi yabona.
Disrespect mina.
Disrespect wena.
Nah, kanti ubocheka ilontuzo.
But it's busy, it's
Yeah, I'll check it out.
So, because you guys are so attentive, because you guys watch, for you to complain in the comments like you just have, it means you're paying attention. It means you're watching. Yeah. It means, I was disturbing your viewing pleasure. And that we appreciate.
No, definitely.
That we appreciate. So, I've decided...
Uzwenzani manje Andile? Yabona wena uzwenza yini lezo manje?
I'm an iPhone 17, dude. I'm an iPhone 17 now. Funda lapha phezulu ukuthi ibhalweni. Apple iPhone 17
Hayi wena
Pro 256 gigabyte.
Ilentsha ngithi le.
Yep, I've got the orange.
Manje wenza njani manje?
And I've got the what color is this? Gray, blue?
I don't know.
What do they call this color?
So
I want to give them away. I want to give them away. I'm going to give these two phones away. Because it's our way of saying thank you.
To thank you to the people who are watching this podcast.
Who are watching this podcast.
How are you going to do this? I want to.
So it's simple, Doggy.
Yeah.
You got to be following us on TikTok. You got to be following us, of course, at 10bit on Instagram. But more so, you've got to have subscribed to our YouTube channel. That's the big one. You have to have subscribed to our YouTube channel. And once you're done with that, all you have to do is just if you got the gray one, I'm sorry, okay? If you get the gray one, I'm sorry.
No, it got clear.
Brand new. These are the phones that you could be getting. Just comment hashtag 10bit Bafana. That's it.
Just like that.
Hashtag 10bit Bafana. Wherever you see this post, this video on all our accounts, make sure, because we'll verify to see if you're following us on Instagram, you're following us on Twitter, you're following us on TikTok, and are you subscribed to our YouTube channel? That's it. Hashtag 10bit Bafana. And this could be yours. I went for the last number. It's a 17 Pro this. I went for the last number though.
So
17
ubanika
Pro, 256
iPhone
gigabyte.
17 fan.
Deep blue and
Pro.
cosmic orange.
Yabana. Well done, boy. Well
Ne?
done. Yeah.
So
But thank you to 10 bets because sihlala sintshela ukuthi hey, pass up. As money sense nje.
you could have yourself
An
a great
appreciator.
Christmas.
Definitely. Oh,
This
no,
will be a
sharp.
great Christmas gift and I want it to be yours. So do the right thing. Hashtag
Hashtag.
10-bit Bafana. From D and A, we out.